to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will put total effort and crank us up. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice return there. Dragged down at the 34. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Diggs.
I think sometimes offensively, you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
To throw, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Oh, it's a reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a...
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. To the air, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Haas. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
Ole Miss 7, South Carolina 6.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll operate out of split backs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw at Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass.
How about this defense coming out of...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Makes the grab for the 2. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field is Simmons. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, the ball squirts out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
I know was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Another incompletion on third down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down, and we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done, and you get the feeling this is a big time.
Makes a grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Rebels! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Brown. Here's the pressure. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third. Lets it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Taylor. There he goes! And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up a 1st and goal.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Ole Miss 21, South Carolina 14.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got... Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting his defense on alert early.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his man in the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Dropping back, it's Manning. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the middle. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it still on his feet. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. They're setting up the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. The quick out. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Rebels!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. Fights off a defender. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. You used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Kick is in the air. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance.
Continues to fight for yards. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Trying to barge their way in. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the fourth. Complete to start this drive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Absolutely perfect. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Diggs. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Offense changing the play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
To the air, it's Simmons. Throws to the tight end. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The give is to Taylor. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Grab near the sticks. It's Haas. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And some room to work. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
On the direct snap, it's Bauman. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Under fire. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A run for the quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
On third down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. And the ball squirted out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Pringle. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter.
7, Miami 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cade. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out in front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Taylor has it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Number 12.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Beck. The sure hands, it's Bauman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Towards the receiver is incomplete. It's now third down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. And a nice grab there, big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give is to Taylor. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To throw, it's back. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. He's loose. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the move, it's Fletcher. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bauman. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking to throw at Simmons. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Lee. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing, throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Let's go. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
White 94, slide your choice. White 94, slide your choice. Blue 27, patio.
That's the end of the third quarter. And the 3. We're all tied up.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to slam it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
On to attempt the try. And he doinks it off the left upright. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's back. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Corner's going to give them room. Quarterback adapting. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella tight end.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's back. Oh, they're after him. The pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a push on fourth down. He breaks a tackle. Stopped short of the marker. And a stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. You have to be able to run.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick Timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. The Canes get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Carney.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Caught near the sticks. It's Fletcher. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game, and this defense, man, you could tell they were ready.
There he goes. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.